Hi guys, good morning to all of you. Yes, can you hear me? Hello. Yes, guys, can you hear me? Yes,
So yes, I can hear you.
yes. I hope everyone hear me. Yes, can you see my screen? My screen, is it visible? My screen. This is my screen. Is it visible?
Yes, sir. Yes, yes.
Yeah. Okay, Deepika. Okay, good. You're Linux world student.
Yes, sir.
Java,
After a long
Java.
time, I got your class again.
Okay, fine. Yeah, attended for core Java, right?
Linux को Java.
Linux and core Java. Okay, fine. Yeah. Yes, Amit, I think he's Linux world student maybe.
Mhm.
Yeah, so okay.
Hello.
So yeah, tell me.
No, sorry, sir. I was just checking whether it's audible or not.
You are different. Okay, okay, fine, no problem. Yes, because my world students also attending that Linux and Java students also somebody is there. Fine. Yeah. So first of all, let me introduce about myself. Okay. First about myself. Yeah, this is yes Nageshwar Rao. Nageshwar Rao. Yes, well-known trainer for Hadoop and Big Data. Okay, since last 2 years, last 3 years, offline and online. Yes, now it's not taking offline care, just only online classes taking care. Yes, so this is Nageshwara. He is having 22 years of experience, 22 years of experience in software fields. My most of the experience on Java. Basically, I'm a Java resource. Okay. Yes, from 2013, yes, working on Hadoop and big data. Working on yes, big data and Hadoop. Big data and Hadoop. Yes. Apart from this, yes, Linux, expert in Linux area also. These all are related things here. Java, Linux, Hadoop. These all are related things here. Yes, in Hadoop and big data, we must have very good knowledge of Linux here. Okay, Linux, Java, Hadoop, and big data. So presently, yes, I'm working as a solution architect. Solution architect for yes, Silotech Private Limited. Hyderabad. Okay. Yes, in Google. So this is a Silotech Solution Architect for Silotech Private Limited, Hyderabad. Okay. Presently work from home. Okay, working from home here. Yes, Solution Architect for Silotech Private Limited. Yes, next. Yes, on Hadoop, Java, many projects completed. Yes, almost more than 15 projects completed. Now currently here, yes, working on projects, Spark and Scala project. Yes, Spark-based Spark application. Yes, using Scala programming, Spark application. Presently project is Spark application we are working here. Yes, client is Diebold. Client is Diebold. Actually, I was the employee of Diebold, later changed to this company here, Silotech Private Limited. For this Silotech Private Limited, Diebold is a client. Okay, client. Diebold, it's a ATM machines manufacturing industry. Just you can check in Google here, ATM machines manufacturing industry here. So presently working for this. Presently Spark projects. Actually here, 2013 we have developed one project on SCM, supply chain management. Supply chain to analyze the SCM data, to analyze SCM supply chain management, very big data getting here, to analyze that data, supply chain management. Yes, it's like right from the purchasing, next warehousing, manufacturing, production, quality control, next testing care, next on the assembling care. Yes, these all the departments comes on the SCM module, comes on the SCM. Okay. Yeah, this data, all the departments modules here, all the departments data. Yes, all these projects, analysis purpose, we have developed one project. That project was developed in 2013. Yes, Hadoop. Yes, 1.x version we have developed. Next project also, second project also 1.x version here. Next third and fourth projects and second version of Hadoop. Okay, so first project, second project on Hadoop 1.x version. Second and first projects. First and second one. First project is SCM. Second project is HR management, HR module, human resources module. Next, third project, yes, third project, finance module. Yes, finance module, third project. Next, fourth project, assets module here. Assets. DWorld, that company, DWorld, same for DWorld company here. So first project, SCM. First project SCM. Yes, next second project HR. Yes, HR data. First project SCM data, second project HR data, next third project finance module data. Okay. Yes, next fourth project assets data. Okay, so here first project and second project used Hadoop 1.x version. Next second project onwards, second version of Hadoop here. Third project onwards. First and second project, next third and fourth, third and fourth, second version. Yeah, this is okay. Yes, Hadoop projects, first project, SCM data analysis here, Hadoop 1.x version. Second project, HR data analysis here. Next third project, finance data analysis here. So second version of Hadoop here. Fourth project, the DWorld assets here. So this is second version of Hadoop. Now we are working on fifth project. So what is that fifth project here? Same this SCM. This project we are now converting into Spark framework. Yes, migration project. It's a migration Spark. Okay. So actually SCM we have to migrate into 2.x version here. Second version of Hadoop here. 1.x version Hadoop has to migrate into second version. But recently, since last 3 years, Spark applications are going on. Spark released. So for that purpose, now we are moving to Spark application. Now we are working on migration projects. Spark. Now Hadoop project we are converting into Spark. So what is Spark? Spark is the next level of Hadoop here. First, after finishing Hadoop, next learning Spark here. Spark you can't understand directly here. Okay, Spark framework. Hadoop is one framework. Next Spark is another framework. Yes, Spark is a high-speed engine. Yes, Spark is a high-speed engine. Okay. Yes, Spark can give the 100% performance than the Hadoop. So yes, very big data applications, that case we can go for SCM here. Big data application we can go for Hadoop here. Very huge amount of data, very easy amount of data, that case getting here we can go for the Spark framework. Now currently we are working on this project here, this Spark framework. Correct? Yes, in your course, yes, is there Hadoop, Spark and Scala and all these here. So first starting with Hadoop here. After finishing Hadoop course, next Spark and Scala. So Hadoop, yes, itself will be taken for 60 days. 60 days required for Hadoop here. Spark and Scala, that is 45 days. Okay, 60 to 70 days. 60 to 70 days almost this is. After that, 45 days Spark and Scala. What will be 60 to 70 days here? Spark and Scala 45 days. Okay, fine. So this is my currently profile is like this is my current profile. Okay, 22 years of experience. Worked on many projects here, Java many projects completed here. Next Hadoop and Big Data. Yes, 4 projects completed. Now 5th project just I am working on Spark framework. So this is about myself. I think much introduction is not necessary. Yes, that's all. Yes, next let us come to our course. Yes, Hadoop. Yes, our course is Big Data and Hadoop. Yes, Big Data and Hadoop here. Big Data and Hadoop. So what is our course? Let us see. First, let me tell what are the course contents. Okay, I'll tell you course contents. Yes, next we'll see what is prerequisite next here. First, course contents. What are the course contents here? Course. course contents. Yes, course contents brochure is available. I think maybe you might have received that here. Hadoop course contents. Yeah, this is course contents. The PDF file. This is course contents. Course contents. Yes, I can share this. Yes, I'll be creating WhatsApp group for your batch. Yes, in group I can share everything here. I can share in group. Okay, these the course details here. Complete course. Okay, or else you can get from the online team also. Yeah, these course details you can get from the online team. That these complete all these topics, course contents you can take from the online team. Okay, otherwise I'll share in group, WhatsApp group. Yes, today or tomorrow I'll create WhatsApp group for you guys. Okay, yes. Now let us see briefly course contents. So first, starting with big data concept. What is big data? You must know about this. What is big data? So first, introduction to big data concepts. So first, all the introducing with big data concepts. Okay. So first, starting with big data concepts. Yes, after finishing big data concepts, next Hadoop. Starting Hadoop. Yes, in Hadoop, there are two core modules. So first, Hadoop core modules. First, starting with Hadoop core modules. In that, first one HDFS. Yes, next one is MapReduce. Hadoop next is MapReduce. Hadoop, in that first one is HDFS, next MapReduce. So first, in course contents, first topic is big data concepts, all the big data concepts. So what is big data? What are the sources of big data here? What are the challenges with big data? That is those things. Okay. Yes, what is big data? What is big data? What are the different sources of big data here? Sources of big data. Yes, next. Yes, what are the big data challenges like storage and data processing? Like this, there are some different challenges here. After finishing challenges, next, what is structured data? What is unstructured data? Semi-structured data? 3 V's of data. Right, okay. So these concepts. Okay, next, how traditional system storing data here? How Hadoop storing data? Traditional systems versus Hadoop, like that. These are all are comes on big data concepts here. Okay. Yes, next, Hadoop core modules. Hadoop core modules in the HDFS. Here, purpose of HDFS is to store the data, storage. Okay, next, MapReduce is for the processing. Okay, so storage and processing. HDFS for the storage, MapReduce for the data processing. Okay, so exactly what is Hadoop? Hadoop is a framework. Hadoop is a framework to store and process big data. Hadoop just it's a framework. Hadoop is a framework to store and process big data. Fine. Yes, in that HDFS for the storage purpose, MapReduce for the processing purpose. So these are the core modules, right? Yes, after finishing core modules here, next Hadoop submodules or ecosystems. You can say ecosystems also. Ecosystems, submodules or ecosystems. In ecosystems, main Hive. Yes, in ecosystems, main major one is Hive here. Hive. Yes, next after finishing Hive, next is Scoop. The Scoop is one of the important tool in Hadoop modules. Most important one, Scoop. Okay. Next, third one is yes, Pig. Yes, next, fourth one is Plume. Yes, fifth one is HBase. Okay, HBase. They are the yes core modules. Yes, Hive. It's a data processing tool. Like a yes, Hive using some SQL script to process data. Okay. Yes, like a data warehousing. Yes, Hive is a data warehouse tool. Hive is a data warehouse tool using for data analysis. Yes, Hive is having some SQL language here. Using that SQL language, you can process the data here. If you know the yes SQL, yes Oracle SQL or something, some SQL. If you know that SQL, Hive is nothing. Very simple, easy to understand. Very easy to understand. Hive, very simple. Okay. Next, Scoop. It's like Scoop. Scoop is a tool. Scoop is a tool to perform imports and exports between database and HDFS. Yes, imports. and exports. Exports, yes, between, yes, database and HDFS. Database and HDFS. Okay. So you can Hive is a data warehouse tool. Okay. Warehouse tool to process data. To process data. Okay. To process data. Like the ETL tools in warehousing, yes, Informatica, something like this. There are some ETL tools, right? Same as that here. Hive data warehouse tool to process data here. To process big data. To process big data. Okay, fine. Scoop. Scoop is to perform imports and exports between database and HDFS. That means database data, yes, importing into HDFS. Next, HDFS database export, imports and exports between database and HDFS. Okay. So for database table kind of some data, that data has to get into HDFS. That case you can book here. Suppose in HDFS some data is available. That data has to export into database, right? So this is scoop, is the import to perform imports and exports between database and HDFS, right? Next, what is Pig here? Pig is a ETL tool. Yes, it's a ETL tool. Pig is a ETL tool. Oh, correct? Yes, Pig and Hive almost similar here. Pig is a ETL tool. Okay, but depends on scenarios. We can use Hive and Pig. Depends on scenario. Depends on requirements. You can. Next, Flume. Flume. This is just to read unstructured data. Flume is a tool. Yes, tool to read unstructured data. Unstructured data from social network sites. Flume particularly developed to read the data from the social network sites, like your Twitter data, reading Twitter data, or your Gmail chatting or WhatsApp, the chat here. Yes, like this kind of things, unstructured data, Facebook data to read that. Yes, your account data. Yes, login as user, Facebook login. Then using Flume, we can read your data. So what are the Facebook? So what are data you have posted that you can read here? Next, Twitter. What are the tweets? All of your tweets. All the tweets you can read. Okay, so that case you can Flume here. Flume is a tool to read unstructured data. To read unstructured data from the social network sites. From the social network sites. From social network sites. Okay, to read from that you can use Flume here. Flume is purposes. Next, HBase. It's a column-oriented database. Column-oriented. Yes, oriented database. Column-oriented database. Okay. See, whatever traditional systems like Oracle database, next MySQL database, these all are row-oriented databases. Okay. Yes, HBase is a column-oriented database. Use it for unstructured data. Use it to store unstructured data. Store unstructured data, not structured data, unstructured data here. Unstructured data. Okay. Yes, here some Oracle database using for structured data, MySQL for the structured data, but HBase, it's a column-oriented database. Column-oriented database. Yes, use it to store unstructured data. So these are the sub-modules. Yes, Hadoop core modules in this HDFS to store the data. This is to store big data. To store big data, right? Next, MapReduce to process big data here. To process big data, right? So this is for the storage purpose. This is for the processing big data. Next, apart from tools, right? These things here. So first, the big data concepts. After finishing all the big data concepts here, first 1 week completely big data concepts. After the second week, entering into Hadoop core modules. So next, Hadoop setup. After finishing Hadoop setup, then working with HDFS. So this is 1 week topic here. After finishing MapReduce, yes, MapReduce is a major topic in the Hadoop. MapReduce major topic. This is almost 4 weeks required for this. 4 weeks. Okay. Yes, around 50 scenarios, all the real-time scenarios we are going to discuss. MapReduce. 4 weeks required for this. 4 weeks. Your first week is HDFS. Okay, right? Yes, next big data concepts. First week, yes, second week, this is 1 + 1. 2 weeks plus this is 4 weeks, 6 weeks. Okay. Next, these submodules, Hive, Scoop, Pig, Flume, HBase. Next, after finishing this here, next AWS concepts, AWS cloud environments. Yes, Hadoop. Yes, actually here Hadoop. In cloud already Hadoop setup is available. Just you can use this simply here. But the thing is here, how to set up Hadoop manually on your own, you have to set up it. Suppose if using AWS cloud here, yes, it is already set up is available. Directly when you set up, you can practice here. But that is not good here. You should know setups and everything here, internals. So for that purpose here, first of all, we'll set up in our system here. Linux base, on top of Linux base, you have to set up your here. So first you have to set up on your own. Okay, then you have to work on your own. After that, we'll move to AWS clouds. Okay, AWS cloud here. So this also we are going to discuss. AWS cloud here in this. Yes, we are going to discuss about EC2, next EMR. These two things, these two instances. Okay, yes, EC2 using for Linux base. Next EMR, Elastic MapReduce Hadoop, EMR for Hadoop setup. So these two instances we are going to discuss about this one, AWS cloud. Okay, yes, I have the good experience with AWS cloud also, like EC2 for Linux, EC2 for Windows, EC2 for database, for different kind of things. I have experience here. EMR for different kind of things. That also I have the very good experience here. Okay, yes. So in your course, just I will introduce EC2 for Linux base. Next EMR for Hadoop here. Okay. Here databases and all this not required for us. That is different here. That is completely AWS parts. Okay. So these things here. Next, fifth week here. Yes, that production environment. Explain production environment in this projects end-to-end project here. Yes, I'll take one project here. I'll explain end-to-end here. Project environments. Yes, one of my projects I'll explain here. So project environment here, project end-to-end here, end-to-end expansion here. For complete life cycle, I'll explain this last week. Okay. Next, apart from that, interview questions already prepared here. I'll share that interview questions here. Okay, interview questions. Yes, interview questions here. Yes, I'll share that. I have prepared interview questions. Next, one more thing here. Just I'm creating WhatsApp group for your batch. In WhatsApp group here, after finishing topic here, yes, first week finished. Whatever topics are finished in first week here. Okay. Second week onwards, first week topics. For the first week topics, I'll post some interview questions. You have to answer that questions here. Interview questions. I'll post some interview questions in your group. You have to answer that here. That interview questions conducting in the group itself. Okay. So for every topic, interview questions are there. Okay. Yes, I will post in the group. You have to answer that. So first week finished here. Second week, third week like this. Every week topics, interview questions next week. Right? Okay. So these things here. Fine. So these are the topics we will discuss here. Hadoop, big data and Hadoop. Our course is big data and Hadoop here. First course contents, big data concepts here. Next Hadoop core modules, HDFS and MapReduce. Next Hadoop submodules here. Hive, Scoop, Pig, Flume, HBase like this. Next AWS cloud here. Next production environment, end-to-end expansion. Right? This is finally entry questions. So these are the topics going to cover. Correct? For all these 60 to 70 days, I need here 60 to 70 days required for this. 60 to 70 days. Okay. So 10 o'clock to yes 11:30 every day. So 10 o'clock to 11:30 AM IST every day. Right? Okay. Yes, no change. Yes, always this time on 10 to 11:30. Yes, AM IST here. 60 to 70 days covering here. So daily 1.5 hour class. Yes, Monday to Saturday classes. Okay, fine. So this is course plan. Here. Now for this what is prerequisites? What is prerequisites to learn Hadoop? Let us see about prerequisite. This is most doubt, right? Yes, most of the case having doubt here. What is prerequisite to learn Hadoop here? What is prerequisite to learn Hadoop here? For this, first Linux mandatory. Okay, in depth of Linux is not required, at least user level. Okay, yes, user level comments are enough here. Linux. Okay, in depth is not necessary. User level comments are required. Okay, Linux required. At least basics, not in depth, at least basics are required. Okay, right. Next after that, yes, core Java, just whoops concept enough here. Core Java, whoops concepts. Yes, object oriented programming here. Whoops concepts. Core Java whoops concepts like what is class, what is objects, next how to create objects, what is method overloading, what is inheritance and polymorphism. That's it here. Yes, inheritance, polymorphism, that is important topic here. Yes, if you know the inheritance, well and good. Polymorphism also well and good. Right? Next, apart from this, most of the times using strings, the strings knowledge. A core Java oops concept in this mainly because strings are required here. Most of the times we are going to use strings here. Because strings is not issue here. Even in topic itself, I can explain strings. How string is working in topic itself, I'll explain this here. Okay. So first Linux required, Linux basics required, core Java oops concept required here. Yes, in oops also in depth not required. At least basics. What is inheritance? What is polymorphism? Those concepts are here. Next. Yes, third one, SQL, very basic SQL. In SQL commands like what is create commands, creation of table, create commands, next select commands, next how to use where class, okay, where class, next group by, next order by, yes, order by, and the joins enough. Yes, others not necessary. Something like primary key, foreign keys, check constants, so many things, right? All of this is not necessary. Just only create query knowledge. Yes, next select query knowledge. Next where clause knowledge here, group by, order by, joins. Only this much is enough here. Basic SQL is okay. Basic SQL is okay, fine. So basic SQL is enough. PL SQL not all required. PL SQL is not required. Only SQL basics enough. SQL basics required. Okay, next Linux basics required. Linux basics required. Next core Java oops concept. This also basics. Complete Java is not required here. Just core Java oops concept required. So these are the prerequisites. These are the prerequisites. Okay. Yes. So this is about towards contents. So these are the prerequisites to learn Hadoop. These are the prerequisites, correct? Yes. Yes, nowadays here big data has become major issue in the applications. There are a lot of challenges in big data. Yes, in markets, many applications. Okay, many applications running, right? Many companies they are facing big data problems. Almost top 1,000 companies is facing big data problems. Many companies like Google, Facebook, yes, Twitter, WhatsApp, like Microsoft, Oracle Corporation, next like this Flipkart, Amazon, like this. Many companies are facing big data problem. For that, they are using Hadoop here. Okay, top 1,000 companies are using Hadoop. Next, top 10 companies are using Spark also. Spark also started using here. Spark, Facebook using Spark application. Yes, Hadoop plus Spark also is here. Okay, top 10 companies are using Spark also. Okay, yes, industry not yet reached Spark stage here. Now industry reached to Hadoop stage. Okay, traditional systems capacity cross here. Now it is in Hadoop stage. Top 1,000 companies are using Hadoop. Okay, right? Yes, big data. Yes, here to face all the big data challenge, main what is purpose of Hadoop here? Hadoop. What is main purpose of Hadoop here? Hadoop, yes, to store and process big data. Main problem is, yes, to face. Main problem here, big data challenges. To face big data challenge, Hadoop came to picture. Okay. Yes, what is big data? Yes, I'll explain. Just wait, I'll explain. We are just only introduction. Yes, what are the course contents? Course, these are the course contents. Next, course plan, this is. So they are the prerequisites. Okay. Yes, any doubts in this? If you don't have any doubts here, you don't have any doubts, I'll move to topic here. Okay, I'll move to topic. What is big data? Today I'm going to introduce what is big data. Today topic is what is big data. Okay. Okay, let us move to topic. Yes, here course contents, no doubt, I think. Okay. Yes, prerequisites, any doubts? Any other doubts in prerequisites? Yes, suppose course of OOPS concepts. Even don't have the course of OOPS concept, at least if you have the Python OOPS concepts is okay. Python OOPS, at least Python OOPS or C++ OOPS also okay. At least one OOPS knowledge. Okay, at least one OOPS knowledge. Okay. Yes, yeah, your doubt, I will tell, that is your personal. Okay. Yes, personal doubt I will clear. Yes, now check regarding course contents and prerequisites. Okay, fine. Yeah. So now we'll start. Yes, your personal doubt I'll explain. That is your personal. Okay, not related to this one here. Yes, I'll explain. Just wait. Now, let us start actual topic. Yes, today topic is big data. Yes, big data. Big data. 1 second. First point, what is big data? Yes, many are talking about big data. So what is big data? This is your question. What is big data? Yes, let me take Word document, then easy to explain this is. What is big data? See, suppose for example here, I have a company with storage capacity, some database storage capacity here. The same link for joining session, no change in link. Okay, every day same link. Suppose if any link change is there, I'll inform in group. In the WhatsApp group I'm creating here. In that WhatsApp group, I'll inform it. Okay. Yes. Yeah, I'll give my WhatsApp details at the end of the class session. I'll give the details. Okay. Yes. For example, here, what is big data? Our question is now, what is big data, right? What is big data? This is question here. What is big data? That is question. Okay. For example, I have a company with storage capacity 100 TB. That means my servers capacity 100 TB. Servers, database servers. Let us take database server. Database, this is database server. Database server. Suppose this capacity is, let us say 100 TB. Let us say 100 TB this is. Okay. This server capacity 100 TB. Suppose my company started 5 years ago. Right? My company started 5 years ago. That means 2015. I assume that in 2015 my company started. Okay. So 2015. Yes, at the beginning, first year, maybe less amount of transactions, right? First startup company, less number of transactions here. So less amount of data. Yes, next 1 year completed. So automatically getting customers. Just getting customers, right? Okay. So next year, 2016, data will be more. Okay. Yes, 2015 business, 2016 maybe more business. Maybe more business, right? So like this years going on, the business increasing, right? Just simply business increasing like this. So 2015 some data, 2016 data, suppose 2017 data here, 2018 year data here, 2019 like this all the data. All these data storing into database. 2015 data, 2016 data, 2017, 2018, 2019. All these data stored in database servers. Database server. Yes, next 2020. Yes, here 2019. By the end of 2019, suppose this server filled. This server 100 TB space filled here. This capacity only 100 TB. 2015, 2016, 2017, 2018, 2019. After 2019, this is filled here. Okay. Now 2020. This year data 2020, right? This year data, right? Now this server is unable to take data, right? Because already filled. Unable to take data, right? Now our data is more than this data, right? More than the capacity. So whatever data we are generating here, that data is more than capacity of this one, right? Okay. Data generating 2020 year data generating, that data is more than the capacity. Already database filled. Yes, here after 4 years, the data filled here. 5 years ago started here. Suppose after 5 years, that server filled. Now current year, 6th year, right? 6th year, current year. Now for the current year, this capacity may not be enough. Already filled. Already filled. Yes, storage completed. Yes, don't have the space. Means now we are facing big data problem. That company facing big data problem. So the data is more than the capacity of this server, right? Servers capacity only 100 TB here, but the incoming data is more than the capacity. That is called as big data. So that means this company facing big data problem, right? This company facing big data problem. That company facing big data problem, right? So what is big data here? See, any data, any amount of data, maybe 1 TB data or 2 TB data or 10 TB, maybe 100 TB data. Any amount of data, yes, any amount of data, yes, which is beyond of storage limit, right? Yes, data getting beyond of storage limits. Yes, what are that incoming data beyond of storage limits? What is storage limit? Only 100 TB. That capacity only 100 TB. Okay, but incoming data is more than 100 TB. Means it's still facing a big data problem. That is called as big data here. So any amount of data which is beyond of storage limits is called as big data here. Is called as big data. This is simple big data definition here, called as big data. Right? Big data. So this is called as big data, right? So any amount of data, maybe 1 TB or 2 TB or 10 TB or 100 TB, any amount of data which is beyond of storage limit is called as big data. Yes, one more example here. Your system, in your computer, your personal computer, yes, maybe 1 TB disk. In your computer, 1 TB disk. 1 TB disk, right? Your computer, 1 TB disk. Suppose your computer last year purchased. Last year, right? Last year purchased. Okay, last year, 1 TB disk, right? Storing some data, like storing some movies, maybe your personal, yes, videos, audios, yes, maybe some family function audios and videos and all these, right? Storing, right? Like this continuously storing. This month some data, next month data, next month data. So last year purchased it. So 1 year completed. So 1 year maybe data generating in your system, right? Data generating here, maybe downloading and storing in your system. Okay, maybe audios, videos, maybe some softwares. So many kind of things we are downloading into our system, right? Our system. Okay, suppose 1 TB disk filled. 1 TB disk filled. Okay, once 1 TB disk filled, we can't store any data, right? Now still I have some data. Yes, I want to store some of the data here. I can't store. That means, yes, you are facing now big data problem, right? TB disk filled. So 1 TB disk filled here, still data is there. Now still if you want to store data here, you can't store here. That means now you are facing big data problem. Yes, your computer is not big data issue, right? Big data problem. So data is more than the 1 TB. Yes, your computer. Yes, in your computer, the storage capacity only 1 TB, right? Only 1 TB. But data is more than the 1 TB here. But still data is there. Okay. So means you facing big data problem. Okay, here company facing big data problem. Here personal you facing big data problem, right? That is called as big data. That is called as big data exactly here. So what is big data? So what is big data here? Any amount of data which is beyond of storage limit, which is beyond of storage limit. See, for company 100 TB storage limit. For your computer 1 TB disk, right? But data is more than the 1 TB. Yes, in your computer here, yes, here data is more than 100 TB. Still data is there, more than 100 TB. Right? So this is called as big data. I think here that what is exactly big data? So big data means any amount of data which is beyond of storage limit, which is beyond of storage limit, that is called as big data. Okay, I'll tell you one more example here. One more example. See, 1 byte equal to how many bits? 1 byte equal to how many bits? Yes, you can answer in chat box. Your chat box is there. In chat box you can answer 1 byte equal to how many bits? 1 byte equal to how many bits? Yes, fine, 8 bits. 1 byte equal to 8 bits, right? 1 byte equal to 8 bits. 1 byte equal to 8 bits. Next, 1 KB. 1 KB equal to how many bytes? 1 KB equal to how many bytes? 64, no? You guessing. Yes, anyone? 1 KB equal to how many bytes? 8 byte. No. K means what? K means what? Yeah, that's it. K means what? K means kilo. Kilo means 1000, right? Yes, it's a 1024 bytes. 1 KB equal to 1024 bytes. Okay. 1 byte equal to 8 bits. 1 KB equal to 1024 bytes. Yes, after KB next what? Megabytes. After KB next megabytes. Kilobytes, megabytes. So 1 megabyte equal to 1024 KBs. Yes, 1 megabyte equal to 1024 KB. KB, yes, kilobytes, megabytes. After megabyte, what is next? What? Yes, tell me your idea. Yes, I am here to explain everything here. I'll explain everything. Don't worry. I am here to explain everything. Okay, I'll explain everything here. But just I'm asking your idea on this. So next is GB. 1 GB equal to 1024 megabytes. Okay. See, 1 second. I'll explain from very scratch. Directly, I will not move to Hadoop here. I'll explain all the basics. After finishing all the Hadoop basics here, I'll move to actual Hadoop here. Okay, generally any trainer directly will move to Hadoop here. No. So before there are some concepts, some software concepts here. After finishing all the concepts, I'll move to Hadoop. Okay. So 1 GB equal to 1024 MB. Yes, after gigabytes, what is next? Kilobytes, megabytes, gigabytes. After gigabyte, what is next? Yes, right, terabytes. Next is terabytes. 1 terabyte equal to 1024 gigabytes. Fine. Yes, after terabytes, what is next? After terabyte, what is next? Any idea? Yeah, right, petabytes. So next is petabytes. Yes, 1 petabyte equal to 1024 terabytes. Okay, fine. Yes, after petabytes, what is next? After petabytes, what is next? No idea? Yes, Sheikh, you answering well and good. Something called exabytes. Okay, fine. So next is exabytes. Next is exabyte EV. 1 exabyte is equal to 1024 petabytes. Okay. See here, 1 second. So KB 10 to the power of 3. Next MB 10 to the power of 6. 10 to the power of 6. GB 10 to the power of 9. Terabyte 10 to the power of 12. Petabytes 10 to the power of 15. Exabyte 10 to the power of 18. After exabyte, what is next? What is next? Next zettabytes. Zettabytes, 1 zettabyte equal to 1024 exabytes. So, okay, so this is data volume. Yes, how much volume of data in our system? How much volume of data in our servers? Yes, volume. Yes, volume volume, data volume units. These are the units to measure data volume. Data volume, how much? Yes, 1 MB, 1 GB, 1 TB, 1 petabyte, yes, 1 exabyte like this. So 1 terabyte, 1 petabyte like this. Volume. How much volume of data generating per day? So Facebook, how much volume of data generating per day here? 4 petabytes of data. Facebook generating 4 petabytes of data per day. Yes. How much volume of data generating by your application per day? Maybe this interview question. Okay, your application generating how much data generating per day. So how much data generating, how much volume of data generating by your application. So Flipkart application, how much data generating per day? Facebook application, how much data generating per day? Amazon services is generating how much data per day like this. Okay. So this is nothing but volume. 10 to the power of 3, 10 to the power of 6, 10 to the power of 9, 12, 15, 18, and 21. Okay, fine. Here up to GBs, in this up to GBs comes under small data. So up to GBs is small data. This is up to GBs is a small data. Up to GBs just is small data. Okay, so up to GBs is a gigabytes of data here. Up to gigabytes small data. Okay. Yes, olden days here used to generate only GBs of data, but nowadays terabytes of data, petabytes of data, because online transactions are more increased, right? Okay, online transactions more and more, right? Yes, now still more because of this COVID issue here. Online transactions are, yes, everything happening online, right? So lot of data generating here. Lot of data generating since last 4 to 5 months. Many applications generating double of their actual data. Yes, before COVID, data something. Now data is double of that before that COVID because everything is happening online. Okay, they are doing online apps. They are doing lot of business now. They are doing lot of business. Okay, lot of data increased here. Nowadays, lot of data increased here. Okay, now here, see up to GBs comes under small data. Up to GBs comes under small data. This small data can be handled by traditional systems. Small data can be handled by traditional systems like Oracle database, MySQL database, Microsoft SQL database. These database servers can handle all the small data, no problem, no issue here. But here terabytes, this range comes under big data here. So terabytes to gigabytes, terabytes to gigabytes. So this is big data range. So this is comes under big data here. So big data means really it's a big one. Okay. Yes, big data means really it's a big one here. Terabytes to gigabytes. This range comes under big data. Yet see here up to GBs, gigabytes, it's a small data. It's a small data. Yes, terabytes to gigabytes comes under big data. So this is what is big data. Just idea. Yes, we'll discuss some more examples. Big data examples, we'll discuss some more examples here. So first of all, what is big data? First question is, what is big data? How to answer this? Simple definition. Simple definition. Any amount of data which is beyond of storage limits. Any amount of data which is beyond of storage limit is called as big data. Any amount of data which is beyond of storage limit called as big data. Here, okay, yes, here this range, terabytes to gigabytes, this range comes under big data. Big data, really it's a big one here. Big data, right? So this is just a definition. Okay, let us see some more example to understand big data. To understand what is exactly big data, to understand that, we'll see some more examples here. Okay. Yes, big data, best example, big data examples. Best example, historical data. Yes, historical data. Historical data comes from big data here. Historical data means like all the old data, maybe last 10 years data, last 20 years of data, all that historical data is a big data, right? Current year data is very less amount of data, no problem. No issue with the current year data. So current year data Yes, maybe less, but historical data, maybe 5 years or 6 years or 10 years. Very big data, right? Okay. See, there are two things here. So first one is historical data. See, historical data. Yes, historical data. So first one historical data. Next, second one transactional data. Historical data, next transactional data here. So what is historical data? What is transactional data? Let us see this. What is historical data? What is transactional data? Historical data and transactional data. So what is historical data here? Historical data is all the old data. All the old data comes under historical data. All the old data. So old data comes from historical data. Historical data, old data. All the old data comes from historical data. See, 1 second. Suppose every year, okay, year closing rates. Yes, year, financial year closing here. Financial year closing rates. Year closing. Yes, that financial year closing rate. Yes, once year closed, the data comes in big data. So financial year closing correct. Before closing year, first they'll submit balance sheet. Once the balance sheet submitted, closing year balance sheet. Before submitting balance sheet, they will make some adjustments here. After adjustments here, some transactions adjustments here. After making adjustment, they will submit balance sheets. Once the balance sheet submitted, that is historical data. Historical data cannot be changed. Once historical data, you can't change here. After closing year, how can you change? We can't change data here. If you change your balance sheet affecting rate, balance sheet already submitted. After submitting, we should not change the data, right? That is called historical data. Next, what is transactional data here? Transactional data is a yes, current year data. That means before closing year, current year data, transactional data, current year data. See, current year data, transactional data. Transactional data can be modified at any time here. Transactional data can be modified at any time. At any time, transactional data can be modified. Okay. Suppose transaction, that record can be modified anytime, right? The transaction can be modified anytime here. For example, here, let us take Flipkart. Suppose Flipkart, in Flipkart, places some order. So what's the status here? First order placed. So what is status here? So order placed, right? First status. 1 second. Order. When you place the order here, first status is open. Open it. Open status. Okay, after open here, 1 second. First open. So Flipkart, when you selected any product, selected add to cart. Select add to cart, right? Just open. Open. After opening here, yes, selected all list of items. After selecting all list of items, next what here? Next you have to place the order. Submit order, right? Place order. Place the order. You have to submit, right? Place the order, right? After place the order here, next. After this, next you have to confirm it. Yes, submit order submitted. Next confirm. Yes, confirm. Yes, confirm, right? Place next confirms. Okay, not place submitted order. Submitted. 1 second, sorry. Submitted. Submitted order here. Next confirms. Submitted, confirmed, right? Yes, like the status, the record status changing, right? Initially record is just record generated with one item. Next, one more item added, one more item added, one more item. After adding here, submit. Yes, submission here shows the complete bill, right? Complete bill. A complete bill, right? Based on that, either cancel or submit. Either cancel or submit. Okay, either cancel or submit, right? Okay, either cancel or confirmed here. Yes, after submitting order here, next you have to select confirm or cancel. Status, like this status changing, right? Suppose confirmed. Yes, after confirming here, that Flipkart should accept your order here. Yes, accept. accepted, order accepted. After accepting, next what? Packed. If that has to pack it, right? Packed. That means what is happening is the transaction that updating the record is being modified. Record updating it, that is nothing but transaction letter. Transaction letter, packed. Yes, after packing here. So what is next here? Shipped. Shipped, right? Shipped. Okay, right? Shipped means on the way. Shipped means it's on the way, right? After that, next delivered to client location, customer location. Next delivered. So delivered, right? Delivered. So next is delivered. Sorry, delivered. After delivering here, next accepting order or rejecting. Some damaged items getting here, rejecting, right? Okay, if it is okay, then accepting. So accepted. So accepted. Accept, right? Accepted. So next is accept, right? After accepted here, what is next? Once accepted here, close. Your transaction closed. Yes, already payment is done here. Okay, close, right? Suppose here cash and delivery is there here. Here receipt here. Here receiving amount here. Accepted, received. After received here, after received, then closed. Closed transaction. That's it here. Okay. Transaction open and closed. Between open and close, so many changes, right? That is called as transaction letter here. Transaction letter can be modified at any time here. Transaction letter can be modified at any time. So this is called transaction letter. So before submitting balance sheet, that has any changes are there, you have to change it. Once the balance sheet submitted, that is called historical data. Yes, after submitting balance sheet, it's a historical data. After submitting balance sheet, it's a historical data. Yes, okay. Before submitting balance sheet, it's a transaction data. So transaction data is a current year data, but historical data is old data here. That historical data, maybe 5 years data or 10 years data. It's a big data, right? Historical data is a huge amount of data. It's a big data. So this is one example of data. Next, another example. Let us see one more example. Yes, one more example here. So one more
Zaid, we
example.
can start with this Coursera. Yeah. You can ping me. I'm on mute. You can ping me on chat window because I have some disturbance here. So I'm on mute. I'm available. You can just ping me in the chat window.
Yes, black box data. So what is black box data? Any idea? What is black box? Any idea about it? Just ping me in chat box. Tell me. What is black box? Any idea? No idea? No one? Yeah, right. Satish, you right. Yes, what is black box? Yes, it's a data recorder. Yes, black box is data. It is a data recorder. Okay, data recorder. Recorder, yes, in aeroplanes, right? Or aircrafts. It's a data recorded. Okay, it's a data recorder in aircrafts. Okay, data recorder. Okay, in aircrafts, right? Black box, it's a black box, a data recorder in aircrafts, maybe aeroplane or helicopter, something like this. Okay, what it will record here? So what it will record here? Yes, it will record the conversation happened between the flight crew members. Flight crew, nothing but staff. Flight crew members. Flight crew members, like pilots, first pilot and second pilot. There are two pilots for every aeroplane. Two pilots compulsory. Okay, main pilot is a captain. Next, second pilot. Main pilot, second pilot. Next, apart from that, mechanical engineer. Okay, always mechanical engineer must be there. Mechanical engineer. Yes, next supervisor and air hostess. All this. Yes, captain, main pilot is a captain, second pilot, after second pilot, mechanical engineer, next air hostess. Yes, for all this, one supervisor. Right, again, supervising flights. So, supervisor, right? So, we have flight crew, right? Flight crew. So, whatever the conversation between flight crew members, all this recording here. Okay, crew members' conversation will be recorded. That members' conversation will be recorded here. Conversation. Okay, flight crew members' conversations will be recorded. Okay, apart from this, information about flights. Okay, like time of starting flight, time of destination, time of starting, time of destination. Okay, next step. Now, what's the altitude? Yes, altitude. So, what's the altitude of the flight is flying here? So, altitude. Next, what's the direction? In which direction flight is moving here? Direction. Okay, in which direction flight is moving? Okay, so altitude, direction. Next, weather information here. Weather. That weather information here. Yes, weather information. Okay, weather. Yes, altitude, direction, weather information here. Next, temperature inside the flight, outside the flight here, and all this information maintained by the black box. Okay, suppose flight moving across sea. Just yes. So flight moving across sea or mountains. Okay, simply capturing that mountains and sea here. Everything will capture. Flight, yes. Flight moving on different area, different locations. It will capture all this here. Okay, so suppose across sea, across mountain, across some villages, across something like this. It will capture that location. Yes, always capturing here. Next, apart from this, GPS. Always running GPS, capturing the GPS also here. Okay, everything will be capturing. Right, okay, next, apart from this, one more important one, ATC transaction here. Yes, conversation with ATC. Flight captain will, yes, will talk to ATC. Before landing to airport here, first get the permission from the ATC, Air Traffic Controlling System. Yes, every airport, in every airport, there's a air traffic controlling system. In every airport, there's a air traffic controlling system, right? Okay, ATC. That ATC should give the clearance to land into airport, right? So once route clearance is given, they can land into airport, right? That ATC conversation, that conversation also recording by the black box. That conversation, like this, is all this information recording by the black box. Okay, so here this information, yes, around 20 GB data per hour generates. Yes, yes, and yes, black box generates 20 GB data. It's generating 20 GB data per hour. Per hour, 20 GB data, right? Suppose one travel, how much data here? One travel, how much data? One travel. For example, here, Hyderabad to Chicago. Hyderabad to Chicago. Yes, this is around 36 hours journey here. 36 hours. Yes, because we are moving to on-site Chicago. Okay, Chicago, our data center. So to move to that here, yes, 36 hours journey. Yes, 36 hours going there and coming back to and fro. Totally 72 hours. Delay and all, finally here 80 hours. One travel is equal to 80 hours. Around 80 hours. 80 hours. Okay. Yes. One travel. Yeah. After one travel complete here, then they will replace. They'll take the backup of that complete black box here. They'll make it empty. Yes, that has to replace here. Backup, taking backup. Backup disk. Not replacing black box here. Black box same will be there here. They will take the backup. Taking backup. Okay. Taking backup and storing to disk. Black box is made of tungsten steel. Black box is made of tungsten steel. We can't replace black box here. Yes, why? Because black box here. What's the reason black box? Why required here? Only data required. Taking backup of data, but black box has this no change. They will not change the black box. Taking backup. Okay, after taking backup here, they will make it empty. That empty black box. The disk becomes empty here. Okay. After again starting, right? So yes, after finishing, before going to start a travel here, yes, they will make it empty. The disk, they will remove the disk. Black box as it is, black box will be there, but they will remove the disk. They'll remove the disk at the placing. Yes, empty disk. Just only replacing disk, not black box replacing here. Only they will replace the disk replacing. After replacing disk here, next again start, right? So like this here, one travel 80 hours. So one travel 80 hours, right? That means how much data in a travel? How much data is? So LT 80 multiplied by 20 GB, right? 20 GB is equal to, yes, almost 1600 GB data generating. 1600 GB data generating. That's it. So one flight, one travel, 1600 GB data generating. Right? Okay. Yes, one travel, right? Suppose in a month 10 travels. It happens in a month 10 travels, right? 10 travels. In a month 10 travels. That means how much here? That equal to here 1600 multiplied by 10. That means 16,000 GB data, right? It's nothing but here 16 terabytes. It's a 16 terabytes. That's it here. Okay. Yes, 16 terabytes of data. 16 terabytes of data. Right, okay. So here, so one travel 16 GB data. That means yes, 1.6 GB data. For travel 1.6 GB data. Yes, some doubt. How much data black box can hold roughly here? Yes, 1 second. 48 TB data. 48 TB data. Reason I'll tell you. Okay, black box data 48 TB. It can hold 48 TB data. Okay, reason I will tell you. In actual Hadoop, I'll explain. Reason why, how it is 48 TB. Yes, not only 48 TB here, we can make it 96 TB also. How to make it 96 TB? I'll explain. Still required, we can make it 500 TB also. Okay, 500 TB, 500 around maximum 480 TB. Maximum high end black box can be up to 480 TB. The reason I'll tell you. In actual topic we'll discuss. Okay, in actual topic 48 TB, 96 TB, 480 TB. That depends on requirements. We can make it like this. We can change that. 480, very high-end system, very high-end black box is 480 TB. But the rare case using here, not necessary. Okay, so one travel just 1.6 TB data, 1600 GB data, 10 travels, totally 16 TB, right? Yes, in a month 16 TB. One flight in a month 16 TB, right? Okay. Yes, British Airways having 200 flights. 200 flights. 200 multiplied by 16 TB. So this is equal to how much here? 32. Yes, 3200 TB, right? Nothing but it's a 3.2 petabytes. That value equal 3.2 petabytes. Okay. So in a month, this, right? In a month, 3.3 petabytes. In a year, how much? 1 year data. 1 year data. All the flights, maybe domestic flights, international flights, whatever it is. Yes, British Airways. British Airways is a big one. Yes, having 200 flights. Now total data. Yes, this is per month. 3.3 petabytes of data in a year. How much? 12 into 3, right? So around, yes, 40 TB data, right? Around 40 TB data. So this much of data generating, sorry, petabytes of data. 40 petabytes of data generating. Okay, where to store all this data? Yes, 40 petabytes of data. It's very big data, right? Very big data. Yes, I'll tell you one example here. Exactly petabyte means how much data here. How to understand that here? Yes, I'll tell you one analysis here. One analysis so that you can understand. Petabyte means 1 petabyte equal how much? How can imagination? How can you imagine this? Just your imagination. How to imagine this here? 1 petabyte equal to how much? How to imagine that here? Your imagination. Suppose in terms of movies, you can imagine. In terms of movies. In terms of movies, you can imagine it. Suppose one movie playing for 2.5 hours or 3 hours. Max is 3 hours. One movie 3 hours, right? 3 hours. How much GB? Yes, one movie equal to how much GB generally here? Yes, one movie. Yes, I think already made some idea here. Check your movies in your system. What is size of movie generally here? No one idea? Yes, 3 GB data. 3 hours, 3 GB. 1 GB data playing for 1 hour. 2 GB data playing for 2 hours. Of course, that depends on graphics, CCS, and all this in here. Okay. Audio is different, video is different here. Video occupies more space. Audio, suppose 1 hour audio means just 1 hour audio is equal to 100 MB only. 1 hour audio. See recordings, your class recording, right? Your class recording here. So about 2 hours taken here, maximum is 200 MB. You are recording, class recordings. Yes, 1 second. Let me show recordings. Yeah, this is Hadoop recording. Yes. This only KBs. Yes, how much this is? 300 MB data this is. So this is 300 MB data. Properties. So this is says 300 MB data. So this is so this 2.5 hours class taken here. Okay, that maybe Sunday. I think it's a big one. Because 3 GB, very big one. I think 2.5 hours class, 2.5, 3 hours class. This is, yeah, this is 1 hour class. Here 2 hours class, 1 hour class, 2 hours class, 3 hours class, 1 hour class. Yes, like this. Okay, these are audios, just audio. Audio, yes, 1 hour means just 100 MB is enough. Audio is different, video is different. Video occupies more space, right? Video, 1 hour video playing here, 1 hour video here, 1 hour video. See here 1 hour video for 1 GB here, 2 hours 2 GB, 3 hours 3 GB. So movies generally here, yes, one movie 3 GB, one movie equal to 3 GB, right? Yes, one movie equal to 3 GB. That means 1 petabyte equal to how many movies? Now you can understand here. Okay, 3 GB data playing for 3 hours. Okay, so 1 terabyte equal to 1024 GBs, right? 1024 GBs means how many movies here? 1024 divided by 3, right? Yes, 3 GB, each movie 3 GB, 1024 divided by 3. That means around get 350 movies, right? 350 movies. Okay, around 350 movies. Okay, so here 1 terabyte. So 1 terabyte is equal to here 1 terabyte is equal to 1 terabyte equal to 350 movies, right? 350 movies. That is clear. Now 1 petabyte equal to how much here? 1 petabyte equal to 1024 terabyte, right? That means 1024 multiplied by 3. So this around 3000 movies. Around 3000 movies. Yes, some movies may be big and small. Around 3000 movies, right? So 1 petabyte equal to 3000 movies. 1 petabyte is equal to, yes, 1 second. 1 terabyte is 350 movies. Yes, 1 petabyte equal to 1024 multiplied by 350. Sorry, 350. That means so 350. Yes, 3 zeros. This much here. Around 3,150 movies. 1 petabyte of data. 1 petabyte of data equal 3,50,000 movies. 1 petabyte of data. Yes, Facebook generating 4 petabytes of data per day here. Facebook generating 4 petabytes of data per day. So 4 petabytes equal to how much here? 4 multiplied by, yes, this much, right? So around, yes, 13 lakhs of movies, right? This much of movies of data generating. Yes, why? What's the reason? Why generating this much of data here? In Facebook, yeah, there are 250 crores of accounts. Facebook maintaining 250 crores of accounts here. In Facebook, there are 250 crores of accounts are there. 250 crores of accounts. Okay, see, worldwide population is 750 crores, right? 750 crores. Worldwide population is 750 crores. Out of 750 crores here, there are 250 crores of account. That means for every 3 persons, yes, on average, one person having Facebook account, right? One person maintaining Facebook account here. Okay, on average, for every 3 persons, one person is having Facebook accounts. Okay, of course, some persons may be having 3 accounts or 4 accounts, like public accounts, private accounts here. Okay, some fraud accounts, fake accounts, something like different kind of accounts, right? One person maybe 4 to 5 accounts like it. On average, 3 persons, for every 3 persons, one account here. So you get 250 crores of accounts operating in Facebook. It's generating lot of data. Generating lot of data, right? Suppose your status updating. Yes, simply your image updating, right? Your photo uploading, your status. So video, I'm so location, I'm doing something, right? Your video, right? All that, yes, how many? Many are uploading, right? Okay. See here, almost one account, every account generating 1 GB data per day. Your account may be generating 1 GB data. Check it. How much you uploading every day? Yes, your profile, the pic changing every day, right? Okay, next, every day uploading some videos. Every day uploading your information, right? You are sharing your status, right? You are sharing your information to your friends, right? So lot of data is generating, right? Maybe 1 GB data. Okay, right? Like this, how many accounts? 250 accounts. How much data generating? 4 petabytes of data generating per day here. Totally, just check in Google here. How much data generating by the Facebook per day? How much data generating by the Facebook per day? It shows 4 petabytes of data. 4 petabytes of data generating per day here. So this data is called as big data. Okay. Yes, this data, black box data, historical data, black box data. Yes, like Facebook, social network sites. So next, one more example here, social network sites. Social network sites. Social network sites. Okay, like Facebook. Okay, Facebook. Next, Google. Okay, next, Gmail. Yes, Gmail. Next, maybe WhatsApp. Yes, WhatsApp. Next, YouTube. Yes, YouTube, right? Like these different things are there, right? Different social network sites. All these are generating. Okay, lot of data every day. Yes, Gmail, search engine, lot of data every day. Next, Twitter. Like this, so many social network sites. These are generating big data every day. Right? Okay. Next, apart from this, we can discuss some more examples. Like, for example, one more example. Yes, stock exchange. One more example, stock exchange. Stock exchange is like New York Stock Exchange and Mumbai Stock Exchange, Bombay Stock, BSE. They are generating a lot of data every day. Yes, New York Stock Exchange. See, New York Times Square is famous in the world. Yes, top 1,000 companies compulsory we have the office at New York Times Square. Compulsory here because of trading. Okay, top 1,000 companies, every company will have the office, definitely one office at New York Times Square. Very famous. New York Times Square, very famous. Okay. Yes, here there stock exchange. Yes, at New York Times Square there is a stock exchange. Lot of trading every day. Lot of trading, right? Suppose I wanted to purchase some share, purchasing some share. Suppose you want to buy some share. How can you buy here? So buying, how to decide it? You have to decide it, right? Yes, which share has to buy here. Okay, the share buying, how to decide it here? Based on that share performance, right? So today, what's the latest? What's the today value, share value? What's the yesterday value? Yes, last 3 days, how it is performing? Is it increasing or decreasing? Last 1 week, last 4 weeks, last 3 months, last 1 year. Somebody will consider last 3 years also. Okay, generally can share market here. Suppose here, yes, any share started here, started gradually increasing, gradually increase, that is good. Suppose the share value started here, share value started suddenly raised like this, definitely there will be a fall down. Yes, why raise? There must be reason for this. Maybe some manipulation. Because of manipulations here, suddenly increasing the issue. Yes, share may be issued for 10 rupees. Next day maybe 200 rupees. Next day 1000 rupees. 10 rupees share value. Yes, next day itself maybe 1000 rupees. That kind of shares not believable. Suddenly something manipulation happened in the company here. Okay, because of manipulation suddenly increased, definitely the share will decrease. That is is not a business. Suddenly increasing to 1000, that is not a business. Something has manipulated. So business is going on gradually increasing. That's it, share value. Okay. Yes, here that performance. Yes, how that share is performed. That is three. That is three. So here this stock exchange has to maintain the history of the share. Last 3 months history, last 4 months history, last 6 months, last 1 year, last 3 years history. That New York Stock Exchange has to provide all that information. Yes, I'll consider last 3 years information. So they should provide 3 years of information, right? Okay, next Mumbai Stock Exchange. Yes, everyone they have to provide all that information. So 5 years history, 6 years history, 10 years of history. Right? That historical data, they should maintain historical data. So this is one more big get examples. Like this, we can discuss many number of examples. Online shopping, yes, Flipkart, right? Flipkart, Amazon, online services. Yes, nowadays generating lot of data. They are doing lot of business. Flipkart doing lot of business. Yes, 200% increase in their business. Flipkart. Yes, Flipkart is doing more business due to this COVID reasons here. Lot of data increased. Lot of data business they are doing, right? So like a lot of data generating. So you get very number of transactions, big number of transactions here. Yes, huge number of transactions are happening every day here. So lot of data generating every day. Online services, right? Okay. Next thing, apart from this, like banking data, yes, many number of customers. Yes, millions of customers. Okay. Next, different type of customers like savings customer. Yes, next. Yes, current account customer care. Yes, maybe insurance, something like this. Different kind of fixed deposits, some term deposit like this. Different type of customers, right? All the customers' information they should maintain. All transactions should be maintained, right? Suppose someone is asking for statement. Suppose this statement you can get immediately. This year statement also you can get immediately. Means current year statement you can get it immediately. Current year data you can get it. Okay, but previous year data you can't get. Suppose submit request for 3 years statement here. Yes, you can't get immediately. Tomorrow they can give it here. 24 hours. Because current year data is a live data. Current year data is a live data. Right, like a previous year, all the old data they should take from the backup servers. Yes, taking data from the backup servers time taken. Yes, that backup application has to run here. That application has to take data from the backup server, right? So time taken. So current year data, no problem. Immediately getting just that statement, right? Just submit statement. This month statement. Last 2 days state. Last 10 transactions. Immediately get it. But 3 years, 4 years data means you can't, right? Time taken. Okay, here some customer asking for 5 years of statement or 6 years of statement. That case they should provide all that information, right? For example, here, for example, some scam, Nirav Modi, right? Yes, Nirav. Yes, Nirav Modi. Yes, he did scam. Yes, in PNB, right? Punjab National Bank. Okay, now inquiry started. CBI, right? Now CBI will ask PNB to provide their statement. Yes, Nirav Modi has opened account in PNB. Yes, near 2007. He has opened account in the year 2007. Now CBI should get the statement from 2007 to this year, right? 2020 means almost 13 years of statement, right? Yes, where to store 13 years of data? Lot of data is storing it. Where to store all that data? Okay. Yeah, they can't store particularly every customer data, they have to store it, right? 13 years of data, where to store? It's a big data. This is called big data. Yes, it's a big data here. So the one more example of this big data here. Okay. So banking data, right? Okay. Yes, next. Telecom data. Telecom data. Yes, that historical data they should maintain. This is here. 10 years of data, 20 years of data, all the data, telecom data, main number of customers, right? Telecom data. Next, insurance data. Yes, insurance. Yes, insurance data. So these all this comes under big data. Insurance. Suppose life insurance, 30 years. Okay, 40 years, 50 years. So from vehicles, vehicle insurance for 30 years and 40 years, right? Every year insurance information here. Suppose somebody taken life insurance for yes, complete life, full life, maybe 30 years and 40 years paying rates. So getting returns, right? Okay, maybe 10 years payment, 15 years payment, getting returns, right? That insurance data has to maintain this. Okay, 30 years of data, it's not easy. That is also one more example of big data. Next, one more example, power grid data. Yes, like this we can discuss many number of examples. Power grid data. Okay, power grid data, power distribution information, right? Yes, every month customer will generate it. The data has to maintain. Customer bill has to generate, right? The data has to maintain. Suppose next year usage, how much power prediction, usage prediction here. Next year, how much demand? What's the demand in next year? Yes, how they can predict here. Suppose this month, so Jan month, what's the demand? Feb, how much demand? March, how much? April, how much? May month, how much? That has to predict. So this year, Jan month, this month, Feb, this month, right? So this year or last years, based on last year's consumption, next coming year we can estimate, right? The state government has to estimate how much going to, yes, how much power is going to consume in the next month. The demand, next month demand, next year demand, they have to predict. How they can predict here? Based on last consumption, right? Based on previous consumption, maybe last year's consumption, last year's, by considering that they can make it alternative, right? Yes, make it arrangements for this, maybe power generation, maybe purchasing power from other states, right? Otherwise, yes, with no power, what happens here? Loss of so many things, right? Or the demand, meeting the demand, right? To meet the demand here, they have to predict it here. They have to predict. So how much demand in the next month? So every time they have to predict. How they can predict? Based on the yes, last history here. Based on historical data, they can. So this is one more example of this, right? Like this, we can discuss many number of examples. Okay, medical data, one more example. Yes, medical data. Medical data. See, medical data. Yes, go to any corporate hospital, compulsory they will scan this prescription. Every doctor prescription, they will scan it. They will maintain the data. Okay, all that data, every patient information, they will maintain that. Okay, so medical data. Like this, we can discuss many number of examples. All these comes on big data. So they are big data examples. Okay, so a lot of data generating by the applications, right? This is called as big data. Simple definition. What is big data? What is big data? Yes, any amount of data which is beyond of storage limit called as big data. Any amount of data which is beyond of storage limit called as big data. Right again. Yes, next. See, big data ranging from terabytes to zettabytes. Terabytes to zettabytes. This range comes under big data. Yes, there are some examples of big data. Different sources like historical data, black box data. Next, yes, social network sites, stock exchange data, online services, banking data, telecom data, insurance data, power grid data, yes, medical data. Next, weather forecasting rates. Yes, ISRO data and NASA data. ISRO data and NASA. Yes, all these, right? Yes, all these comes in big data examples. Okay, so this is just introduction to big data. So what is big data? Now it's clear, right? Just what is big data? Only one question. What is big data? For this question, this is the answer here. Yes, what is big data? Today complete topic. What is big? Just big data definition explained here. Next, what are the big data challenges? That is tomorrow topic. Tomorrow we'll see what are the big data challenges here. Okay. Yes. After that, yes. What is solution from the Hadoop to face big data problems? Yes. These are about what is big data. Yes. Any doubts? Any doubts for today? Yeah. These are first page. Means your syllabus are. Syllabus. Today topic. Yes, first I have introduced myself. First my introduction here. This is okay. Solution architect for Silitech Private Limited Hyderabad. Presently working on Spark projects. Okay. 4 projects completed in Hadoop here. Now first project that SCM data we are moving to migrating to Spark applications. Okay. Yes. So the 60 to 70 days course duration here. Yes, this 45 days is Spark, that is Spark framework. Spark and Scala, that is Spark and Scala. Spark and Scala. So 60 to 7 days this Hadoop here. This Hadoop. Hadoop required 60 to 7 days, 45 days Spark and Scala. So around both together, yes, more than 100 days, around 4 months, 4 months taking care. Next, one more daily recordings providing care. Daily recordings. Yes, daily providing recordings. Recordings. Next group. This is a WhatsApp group. Yes, we are maintaining WhatsApp group. Okay. Yes, I'll create group for you guys. Okay. After creating, then I'll communicate in that group. Every daily class information here. Yes, any daily documents. For example, today we discussed about this some topic at this document. This document I'll share it. What are the topic today we discussed here? The topic I'll share in the group. Every daily topic I'll share in the group here. Yes, apart from this, this is a main document. This is a main document here. Main document is there. Yeah, this is today topic. For today topic, main document. What is big data? Definition of big data. Yes, see this 1 byte equal 8 bits, KB equal like this. So this is what we discussed. Next, big data examples, historical data, black box data, social media data, that examples, right? Today what we discussed. Up to this is today topic. Today topic. Yes, every topic it's in main documents. So main document, this is a, yes, around 200 page document this is. Total Hadoop is 1500 page documentation is there because every module separate documentation here. On every module, separate document, HDFS documentation, MapReduce documentation, Hive documentation, Scoop documentation, Twig documentation, Flume and HBase, AWS. Totally 1500 page documents. Completely my experience, not copied from any Google or something here. Simply my experience completely placed. Yes, apart from this, in MapReduce daily developing applications, that code I will share. This code is very lengthy code here. MapReduce. Yes, 40 to 45 scenarios we are going to discuss. So 40 examples, 40 programs. Okay, your daily sharing will be there. That is daily sharing code. And share the code. What are the application I developed? That code plus documentation, both I'll share it. Okay, for this, I'm maintaining WhatsApp group. Okay, so WhatsApp number. Tomorrow I can give WhatsApp number. Yes, even today you can take no problem. Yes, WhatsApp number. This is my WhatsApp number. Just ping me your details 8179189123. So this is my WhatsApp number. Ping me your details. I'll create group for you. I'll add to group. Okay. Yes, this is my your name. Yes, what's a code she taking care? What's a code she taking care? Next step. Yes, what's the time? This is yes name. Let us say Satish. Is your name here? Next course do. Okay, next step. Time 10 AM IST. Just ping this information. I'll add to group. I'll add to group here. Okay, I'll add to group. So every information, daily class topics will be sharing. Daily class topics will be sharing into that group. Okay. Next, any documents are there? Yes, our big document is shared via mail here. So for daily code also with mails. Okay. For example, here that previous batches code sharing drive through the drive. Yes. So this is a, for example, this is a daily. Yes. Creating tar. Yes. Zip file I'm sharing to. Yes. Daily sharing. This is daily sharing. All this. Yes. Once class completed, I'll make it zip file. I'll share to. I'll share to all of your mails. For example, just share. This is share. This batch. 1 second. First, for example, sharing information. Like this. Your name. See this. These are the yes. Sharing here. Yes, next group. 1 second. I'll show the groups also. Presently. Yes, yes, the way of training, what we are doing training here. Yes, this is the batch here. This is so this is yeah, this batch. Now current running batch, your batch plus another batch. This is this batch currently running batch. This is yes. Before this batch, your batch. This batch is 19 participants. Means 18 members. Yes, including me 19. So 18 members are there in that batch. Okay, the batch is going on the next your batch. 2 batches are going on currently here. Yes. So this is like Linux patch. They are pinging me. Actually, 11:30 class is there. If class is there or not. This class started. They are pinging me. The Linux patch. 11:30 batch. Okay. Yes. Next, like this. Yes. See this. Like this. I'm sharing here files. Code. Any code is there. Sometimes sharing emails. Sometimes sharing the group here. In group, it's happening here. Like this. In groups. mnroute groups, all this. But mnroute, Linux, Hadoop, Python, yes, next, Spark, these groups. That mnroute, yes, I'll be creating group for you guys also. Yes, in that group, I'll inform everything, right? Yes, so this is about the details here. Just share me your details. I will add to group. Right, okay. Yes, any doubts? Any doubts? Yes. Tomorrow will continue. Yes, everything is transparent here. Every doubt, anytime you can ask me doubt here, I will respond. Okay. Any doubt, I'll respond here. Okay. Yes, yes, in WhatsApp, many are asking doubts. For doubts, I'm responding immediately here. Yes, in a group, they're asking doubt. For example, yes, suppose this is 10 a.m. batch. That 10 a.m. batch, almost at the end. Their timing changed to 9 o'clock, just 1 hour, just cheap. Because of your path, their time changed to 9 o'clock, morning 9 o'clock. See, they doubts. Yes, what are doubts are there? They are pinging me doubts here. See this. Doubt, they are asking doubts. I'm giving the response here. Yes, I will use hash map. Somebody is asking doubt, right? They are sharing their ideas also. See, these I have given some task. See, one thing for this is task I have given for them. Yes, some task. For example, some task. Partitioner task is given. The task male female group based on age. Some task like this. Yes, like this. The requirements they completed. Okay, completed. Next, one more task given. Yes, not in daily classes here. Yes, this in WhatsApp, I'll give the task. The task has to complete here. There is the interaction here. Knowledge sharing between this. See, this guy, some Chaitanya and Sudhir, they are sharing each other. Yeah, their knowledge they are sharing here. Doubts. Yes, anyone getting doubts, they will post into this your group here. Yes, others will respond. Or else I will respond. Okay, finally at the end of the day, I'll respond. Suppose in my absence, some other will respond to in their group. Suppose if you know the answer for that question, you can respond immediately here. Okay. Yes, finally here at the end of the day, I'll respond. Suppose somebody is giving wrong answer here, I'll correct it. No, this is not your answer, not correct answer here. Correct answer, I'll correct it here like this. Okay, like this. Even not only this here, after finishing your batch, old, there's a old batch here. The old batches, 1 second. Yes, old batch. See, Hadoop old batch. Yes, next, Linux old batches. Okay, for even old batch also I'm giving task. Even batch completed, not stopping here. Hadoop old batch. So what are things in Hadoop old batch and Linux old batch here? After finishing your batch, I'm adding to that old batches. Yes, after finishing your batch, adding to old batch, Hadoop old batch, next Linux old batch, Spark old batch. Like this, I'm adding to that old batches here. So I'm continuing relation with the student here. So once you are a student here, never ending that relation here. That relation never ending here. Never ending here. So it's a continuous support, completely continuous support. Correct? Yes. Any doubts? If you don't have doubts, let us find out for today. Yes, tomorrow will continue. Right? So thank you guys. Yes, see you tomorrow at 10:30. Sharply at 10:30 starting the class.